Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. It's now May 11th. Lisa, Dillon, Scott here. Want to remind you before we jump into our news and weather headlines, you can find this on our Inform YouTube channel as well. You can watch it anytime on your news feed after we go live. And we also make it into a podcast once we're done. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute.
I saw Scott. We look good. We got a new tripod. Nobody on this side of the world actually knows that, but us three, we do, and we look great. Yeah, like, this is perfectly framed.
We put a lot of time and effort into this.
We did. That's why we're late. It looks good.
It's kind of trying to like operate a spaceship. When I was trying to like set it up, it's like, how does this thing work?
Now it's set up, and hopefully we're good for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. Also, if we have any problems, we'll just blame it on the tripod.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, let's talk about the weather today. Yeah, I just ran out to my car and it's beautiful.
I know.
outside.
I was on a sweater this morning on First News, first time of the year.
Oh,
It felt pretty nice. Not gonna lie, being in one of the sweater like this, and it was comfortable. So yeah, a little bit of fog out there here and there, kind of like there has been the past couple of mornings. But sun's been out now for over 2 hours, so that's nice.
Yeah.
It came up at 5:57 in Fargo. 5:55 in Grand Forks, a minute or two across, of course, the entire area. But as I talked about this morning is daylight. We have 14 hours and 50 minutes of it.
Wow.
Love it.
It's awesome. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
great.
tough to go to sleep at night or get your kids to sleep or whatever. I mean,
I know. I use the kid excuse, but for us too, we go to
Yeah.
bed early. You don't want to go to bed.
Exactly. Yeah.
But everyone's outside and still playing and having fun.
Yeah.
But parents for sure know this because we're still in school. 2 more weeks
Yep.
left of school, and they're like, "No, it's summer. It's
Yeah.
sunny until way past bedtime."
Exactly. And then on the flip side of things, some people, they try and sleep in the morning. Obviously, we do not. We're all up in the morning. But, some people, they work night shifts. So anyways, you notice the sunlight. It's really...
Moods are better. Because
Yes.
Sunlight,
Yes.
warmer weather. So
There were, go back to 2 months ago. I'm sure we were just as happy.
Don't even have to go back that far.
They don't have to probably.
All right, nice out right now, but you do have some weather to talk about.
Upper 70s, a couple of thunder showers possible later on. Maybe 1 or 2 with some isolated smaller hail. Actually, severe weather risk that we're watching on First News for our viewing area was dropped. But there's still going to be some very small pea-sized hail in a couple of those storms, kind of like we've seen the past couple of days. Just isolated, so maybe a couple of rumbles and some showers, and then they really increase overnight tonight into tomorrow as the wind picks up, and tomorrow doesn't look like a great day. That does not look like a great day. East-northeast 15 to 25 with showers lasting into Saturday. Could be still a few rumbles tomorrow, but Saturday thinking just showers, no rumbles at all. Okay. And then finally for Mother's Day, the weather finally turns.
That's a gift.
There we go.
It's a gift for all the moms.
Perfect timing.
It is. And temperatures 70s and then 60s and 70s for much of next week. Maybe a day in the 80s too. So
heck yeah.
Not really watching any chances for rain, which is good for, of course, farmers to dry some things out. Everything's turning green. We golfed last week and we golfed this week. And what we notice?
Well, it's greener.
The greener grass. It's so much easier to golf when the grass is green. That could just be psychological, but also everything's green. It's great. The trees are starting to see buds, and hopefully they can get leaves on them soon. So it's exciting.
We're going in the right direction.
Yeah,
we are.
Seasons are changing for sure.
They are in the right way.
All right, thank you, Dillon.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start with a story that we broke for you on First News this morning. We're tracking developments in this story. Several Fargo police squad cars were used to block off a lane of road at the 25th Street South exit ramp shortly before 4:30 this morning. We don't have a lot of details right now, but we do know a man was walking along the road and was nearly hit by a car. Our news team came across it on their way to an unrelated story. It was actually Dillon and Bethany and Travis were out there. We called Red River Regional Dispatch. They told us officers were responding to what they got was something suspicious with suspicious person. Fargo police tell us that the man was not cooperative, but they do believe they were dealing with a mental health issue. The road did reopen right around 5, but kind of a scary situation there for a while.
The man was also, I believe, taken by ambulance to a hospital. So we'll see what happens with that if we get more updates. Right now, Fargo police have suspended their search for a man they say ran from officers when they tried to arrest him. During that several-hour search, police asked people living in that area to stay inside their homes. However, that man was not found. Here's what we know happened. Law enforcement tried to make contact with the man. He was in a pickup truck near Carl Ben Middle School, I should say, around 9 o'clock last night. He's wanted for a parole violation. Officers approached the truck. When they did that, the man got out, took off on foot. He's described as Native American. He was last seen wearing a maroon shirt and black shorts. We are still working to learn his name this morning.
We're also tracking developments in a story we talked about this. I think we really broke it on our Facebook Live yesterday morning, learning more about that suspected murder of a DigiKey employee in Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Authorities have now identified the victim as Stephen Opdahl of Oakley, Minnesota. He did work at DigiKey. The police chief is also telling WDAY that they arrested 32-year-old Jorge Benitez Estramira. He's facing a second-degree murder charge. He did not have a connection. He did not work at DigiKey. We do know that. The police chief also says they did see the two interacting on surveillance video outside DigiKey. No one else was nearby. They're still working to figure out if they knew each other, what their relationship was. We're also still working to learn more about the weapon that was used in this.
Today will be the last public meeting regarding a $79 million school referendum before voters in Grand Forks head to the polls next week. $55 million of that would be used to build a new Valley Middle School and then obviously demolish the current one. Another $6 million is needed to move the district's kitchen from Valley Middle School to the district headquarters. And then the remaining $18 million is for security upgrades. That's across the entire district. So there's a community meeting at Central High School tonight at 6 to discuss the proposal. And then next week on Tuesday, voters are going to head to the polls. They open at 7 a.m. and that goes until 7 p.m.
May, of course, is Mental Health Awareness Month and perfect time for the Bio Girls Find Your Kind 5K. It's back. It's happening tonight. It's going to be starting at the Microsoft campus a little later today. 2 different runs, one starting at 5 o'clock. That's a half-mile youth run for kids 12 and under, costs $20. The 5K starts at 5:15. Anyone can do that. You can run, walk, or jog. That costs $50, but all of the money there does help benefit the Bio Girls mission. You can find more information on biogirls.org/5K.
Sounds like a good event.
It is.
All right, today marks the start of the 75th Minnesota Governor's Fishing Home Opener. Governor Tim Walz will be making his way to the Mankato area for the event. Now, the actual fishing opener in Minnesota doesn't start until Saturday. A lot of people looking forward to that. But there are 2 days of events and celebrations leading up to it. Those begin at 1 o'clock this afternoon. The Governor's Fishing Opener has been a tradition in Minnesota since 1948, and it's held in a different community each year.
This is a big story. Today, the Biden White House is allowing the COVID public health emergency to come to an end. It's been in place for more than 3 years, since March of 2020. Health officials say COVID-19, however, is still responsible for around 1,100 weekly deaths in the U.S. That was the number at the end of last month anyway. We reported on this as well. The World Health Organization ended its global health emergency status for COVID last week. The data from the World Health Organization shows 765 million confirmed cases worldwide of COVID since the pandemic started.
All right, meantime, there's a major update to the Natalie Holloway case. She disappeared back in 2005. It was in Aruba. The prime suspect in that case is now set to be extradited back to the United States. That is Joran Vandersloot, who is serving a 28-year prison sentence in Peru for a separate murder. He'll be now charged with crimes of extortion and fraud. Those charges are related to Holloway's disappearance. He's connected to the case because the last time Holloway was seen, she was seen leaving a bar with him.
Okay, Hot Mic with Dom Izzo coming up here from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra, also Inforum.com. A great show today. NDSU 3-time national champion Ryan Smith, who's a favorite from around here. He's going to return to the sidelines this fall in his hometown of Wapaton. You got to tune in, find out how he'll be helping out the Huskies. Plus, the NFL schedule comes out today. Some of it's been leaked already, though, right?
Yeah, the season opener is going to be the Chiefs and the Lions, which has received mixed reviews from the online community. But we want to know when the Vikings are going to be playing and who they're going to be playing on their season opener.
All right. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo coming up 9 to 11 this morning. And we want to remind you, great deal right now, 99 cents a month for your first 3 months. You can get an all-access pass to Inforum.com. Just visit Inforum.com/subscribe to get that deal.
And then we got you covered on air, of course. Our next newscast is at 11 o'clock. Then this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10. We'll be back tomorrow morning for First News from 5 to 7 a.m.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.